It's crazy to think how a small piece of diamond can be appreciated more in value than a car in the long term. The purpose is to understand appreciation and depreciation of an asset. I was able to find the appreciation and depreciation of an asset depends on the global economy, the country's economy, if the country has any crisis, the high demand of the asset, the model of the asset, and the condition of the asset. Why do cars depreciate and others appreciate in value over time? I was able to find an article, The Impact of Brands on Depreciation in the Automotive Industry by Terry and Neil. They took 4 different models from 15 different manufacturers. The manufacturers are Audi, BMW, Ford, General Motors, Hyundai, Kia, Lexus, Mazda, Mercedes, Nissan, Subaru, Toyota, Volkswagen, and Volvo. They wanted to know which of these 15 manufacturers was going to depreciate the least and the more. The first group is Subaru, Toyota, and Hyundai. These manufacturers have the lowest 5-year average depreciation rate from 52% to 71%. The reason being is because these manufacturers have affordable purchase price, performance, comfortability, utility, and safety features. In our second group, we have Ford, Hyundai, Kia, Lexus, Mazda, Nissan, Volkswagen, and Audi. These manufacturers have the second lowest 5-year average depreciation rate from 89% going to 4 and as high as 109 for Audi. The reason being is because most of these cars have a good low value prices, a fuel efficiency, and Kia and Hyundai have a low price good value trades, industrial leading warranties options. And our third group we have BMW. BMW has a 5-year depreciation rate of 125. The reason being because repair and maintenance cars are expensive on BMWs compared to other manufacturers we have covered. And lastly, the last group we have is General Motors, Volvo, and Mercedes. These have the highest average 5-year depreciation rate from 143% for the brand of General Motors and 154 for Mercedes. The reason being is Mercedes have the same characteristics as the BMW, which they are being expensive in maintenance and repairs, and General and Volvo have a manufacturing problem which makes them one of the highest depreciation cars in the market. On the depreciation of automotive by Carl in 2004, he said depreciation rates are significantly lower in developing countries than industrial countries. As we see in the graph, we have United Kingdom and Malaya. We have the same car, just in 2 different places. As we see, the first couple years of the car in United Kingdom, the depreciation is a lot more than the one in Malaya. The reason being is because in United Kingdom, the economy lets people buy new cars, which makes the old cars more and more depreciated. Instead of Malaya, it's harder for people to buy new cars over there, which means the cars that people have will be depreciated less than in industrial countries. On the other hand, appreciation. Cars get appreciated when cars are rare or expensive. I was able to find an article, Why Your Car Might Be Worth More Today Than When You Bought It, by Nara. She said used cars price rose 40% in January from a year ago, which helped accelerate the US inflation annually rate 7.5 last January. Normally, new cars lose a lot of value, like 33% in the first year, and will continue to depreciate each year at a rate of 14%. In the past 2 years, the depreciation has shrunk from 33% to 14.5% and an increase in appreciation values rate of 12.9%. The cause of this is due to the pandemic and computer shortages. In conclusion, is that we will always see the depreciation as shown in history when buying vehicles, except when there is a factor or an event that can help to make the price of a vehicle go up, like as we see in the last 2 or 3 years due to a pandemic, which made the factories close, and we also have a shortage of computer chips. But eventually, the factories will be opening up soon, and we'll be back to normal depreciation of cars. Assumptions. Most people will never think about their cars being appreciated and being offered more money than what they paid for at a dealership. The only consequence I was able to find was when people wanted to sell their cars, they're not going to get the money back they paid for. The point of view can be viewed as the customer and the seller.